Hey, what's up, guys? I have a match here against Silent Speed, and he wanted to do a match with sound. So I said, hell not. So we're gonna do it with no sound. So here we go. Now he joins it. I'm gonna do all my battles live from now on because I just think it's cooler that way. So here we go. Communicating, communicating, communicating. So he leads off the Gliscor, and I lead off. It's a little bit cut off in the beginning, but I fix it up later. He leads off the Gliscor, I lead off with a Zelfie, and I just decided to go boom first turn because this is a anti-lead Zelf, so I'm okay with that, and the Gliscor kind of annoys me, and this is going to help me out later because he doesn't get up stealth rocks. So right on first turn, that thing is dead. That's awesome. And so now I'm going to call in Swampy, as he calls in a Gengar. And I am going to go for the... Well, here I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks, obviously, and he's deciding on what he's going to do. He goes for the Shadow Ball, and he's going to do about a third, but he's going to get a special defense drop, so I know I can't survive another. So I get my rocks up, which is good, but I'm just going to have to switch out now to save my Swampert. So I decided to switch out into my Jirachi because that's actually the best thing on my team that could take a Shadow Ball right now. So he's gonna, he goes for the Hammer, no. I don't even, what did he go? Oh, he went for the Sludge Bomb, I remember. He was predicting a switch, which is a good prediction on his part, but he goes for the Sludge Bomb, which works out epically for me because I went into a Steel type. So I'm looking awesome now. I'm gonna go for the Psychic, and he's gonna go for the... He goes for the Dark Pulse, which is funny. Now, I think he should have just gone for the Shadow Ball. That would have done much more. So I go for the Psychic, and that's going to take that Mofo Kitty out. With a crit, which mattered a lot. That was crucial. The game depended on that crit. Just kidding. No, I'm not. So he's deciding on what to switch into, and he's going to switch into an Infernape. And this is the biggest prediction of the game. This cost him the match. He predicted the switch as I predicted him to predict the switch. So I stay in, knowing he probably wouldn't go for the fire move, and he goes for the close combat. And that was the game. That basically, that cost him the match. So I'm going to go for the Psychic. That's going to take him out. So now he lost 2 Pogues, and one of them because of a huge misplay, which again, probably cost him the match. And he was just kicking himself at this point. So now he's going to decide on what to switch into. Now this is tough for him because his only probably Jirachi counter is now down because of a huge misplay. That's why sometimes you do have to play it safe. So here I'm in an excellent spot, and I'm just waiting to see what he's going to switch out into because... And he goes into a Swampy, which he probably should have switched into earlier, which is funny. But whatever. So I'm going to switch into my Gengar because I have a bunch of Levitators on my team, but I decided Gengar would be probably the best choice. It's fast, and it's that. So he actually decides to go for the Hammer Arm, which confuses me. But good works out for me, I guess. Doesn't affect Gengar. So here I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. And it's going to do almost the same exact amount of damage as it did to my Swampert, and I also get the special defense drop, which is great. That was funny. And now he's going to go for the Waterfall, and it's going to do very little, actually. For a Gengar, he takes it very well, not going to lie. And I'm just going to go for another Shadow Ball, knowing it will, no matter what he switches into, it's going to do a decent chunk, and it's going to take out the Swamp if he saves it, and he does. So Shadow Ball is going to take out the Swampy very nicely. So, awesome. He's going to switch now. Now he's in a really tough pickle. He's going to switch out into a Mega, which is going to obviously get pwned by Stealth Rocks. And I'm going to outspeed. I went on Smog and checked. I do outspeed, so I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball, take that dude out, and I just took out. Basically, that's why I think that I think if he had that Infernape, he might have had a chance, and if he didn't overpredict there. That was huge, actually. So here he sends out his last, it's a Tentacruel. I'm just gonna sack my Gengar now, don't really need it anymore. I guess I could have gone for the Pain Split. That probably would have been the better choice. But I don't care, because I actually wanted my thingy to die. I got a special defense drop too, which totally mattered. And now I have a free switch into the always sexy and always awesome Jirachi. So I'm just going to switch into Jirachi and end the match with the Thunderbolt. So awesome. And one more thing, guys. The tourney, round 1 is still happening. You have until next Sunday, which is the 26th. The 26th of September is your deadline. You comment on the tourney video of if you won or not. If not, we will just, or PM Doomfighter or blacksunofficial. If you don't, we will just flip a coin and randomly pick who won. Nice.